What up, everybody? This is Ep2. Let's talk about how to get away with murder. Season 5, episode 2. All right, y'all. This is just a review. I'm not gonna go step by step with everything on the show because it's very, very confusing. But at the beginning of the episode, we see, get away from there, get off of there. We see Bonnie walking in with the baby. The baby is bleeding. She's wiping, blood and whatever off the baby. And then we go back to 2.5 months later. So we see that Annalise is moving into her new place. Now that she got that long money, honey, she moving in. We also see that in her class. A side note, the men who was moving her in was fine as hell. Can I call them to move me somewhere, child? They looked that good, bitch. They was fine. So her wig is split. She living fresh to death. She got long money from the law firm that she worked for, Kaplan and Gold. So she living a good life. So then we see her in class, and the guy from Kaplan and Gold shows up, and he tell her that he there to watch his investment. So they trying to find a case, to do. And so all the kids, of course, have to pitch their, case. So the case is of this woman. She's a Muslim woman. She's married to a white woman. So we have a gay immigrant, right, who has a green card. So apparently the woman said she wanted a divorce, and they are saying this is why she murdered this woman, drove her down with a car, okay, drove over her with the car. So they all have to pitch their cases. Now the woman is already in jail. She copped the plea, and so everybody's pitching a case. So Laurel's is that she was not a native English speaker, which doesn't work because she said that the wife was her English teacher. She wanted to get fluent so she could talk to her. So that's not going to work. Gabriel's pitch is that what was Gabriel's pitch? Child, I don't remember what it was, but it was trash. Somebody else does one. It was also trash. And Michaela's pitch was the one who won, which is that her public defender did not tell her that she couldn't she couldn't appeal a plea. She did a plea deal and she couldn't appeal the plea. So he misinformed her, or he just didn't tell her this, right? So they want to put him on the stand and challenge the plea. So we just gonna keep going with the storyline. So they go to court, they challenge him. I has an outburst about how Annalise thought she could change the whole system. Child, it was too much. Annalise is like, oh, really, bitch? This what you gonna do? Oh, okay. And then the lady comes up there, the defense or the prosecution comes up there and it's like, well, did you know she was married to a man? And did you know this marriage wasn't real? And did you know all of this shit? They ain't know, child. They didn't know. He knew it, but they ain't know. So they had to talk to the lady. The lady was like, listen, this shit was fake. I ain't gonna lie. We got married, but I fell in love with her, and I love her, and I can get up there and convince the judge it was real. And they're like, she wouldn't have converted if it wasn't real, if it was fake. So then later on, they hire Oliver to look through the boy's computer, all the family computer records, because they're trying to come at it from a different angle. So they find that the son has signed up for this alt-right, racist group or whatever. And so he had said all type of stuff about Muslims. So they put him on the stand. And at this point, Michaela and Annalise have gotten into it at this point. Now, y'all know I can't stand, y'all know I hate that bitch Michaela. And I swear to God, if I was Annalise, I'd have punched that whole square in her jaw when she was like, I'm not Bonnie. That's why they left you. And that's what, first of all, you as a student young lady. Okay, I like when Annalise was like, this is my case. No, this is my case, okay? And I'm letting you have first chair, sis, okay? But what you're not gonna do is be disrespecting Annalise. Child, listen, when she started talking about everybody left you, that's why this, all up in front of the new students, all up in the middle of the class, I said, bitch, you out of line. Punch that hoe. When she was like, girl, if you don't get up off me, I'm finna show you what a bully look like. I will thrash your ass up in this room, little girl, okay, and snatch that little piece of edge you got out, honey, because it ain't nothing but a piece. Ooh, y'all, I can't stand her. By the end of the episode, Michaela kind of stepped back because she knew Annalise was like, you sure you want to do this? Like a death penalty case. I mean, if she don't win, she going back to her country where she going to get killed for being gay. So Michaela was the mature person. She stood back. She admitted what she didn't know, and she let Annalise take over. Annalise examines the young man, talks about the alt website, and she gets him to break down on the stand, baby. It was epic. It was like some Perry Mason ass shit, okay? She got him to, admit admit what he did, and they took him on to jail, and the woman got off, and she goes to talk to the sister, and you know, the sister's like, she would be so ashamed, and all this type of stuff. So it ended up being good. She told Michaela good job. Michaela felt like, you know, she a little bit satisfied. But see, Michaela starting to feel herself too damn much for me. Too damn much. A little too much. Okay, so now we got Frank. Frank is still trying to find out what's going on with Gabriel. He done talked this boy into moving to Rebecca's old apartment. Why would anybody ever want to live in Rebecca's old apartment? Okay, it's a demon in there, bitch. It's a demon in that mug. He gets him to move in. Now he's surveilling him. He talking to whoever he talking to on the phone. Who is he talking to on the phone? Who is he talking to on the phone, baby? I'm talking about, you know, if he got some ill will or if he came here to harm her, he would let her, you know, he would let them know or whatever. They're going to find out because now he got the, you know, camera on him. And then when they was arguing, when Michaela and Lisa was arguing, she threw out Bonnie's name, and he leaned in to Laurel and was like, who is Bonnie? And she was like, you know, yeah. We got that whole thing going on with Gabriel. Also with Nate. Now, I think it's pretty much confirmed to us that he's looking for Bonnie's son. Okay, now we don't know if Bonnie's son is Gabriel. They're trying to make us think that it is, but I'm not sure if it actually is. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens with that. But he goes down to get information, and the lady say, listen, you need to get a signature from the acting DA, or you ain't nothing gonna happen. Okay, I'm not giving you no paperwork. I'm not giving you no paperwork. And so he later on he goes to Miller, and he get him to sign a whole bunch of paperwork. He kind of distract him with the whole, you know, Bonnie talk or whatever. Talks about Bonnie and how he like Bonnie, and Bonnie deserves somebody nice and all this type of thing. And he not even looking at the paperwork, he's just signing it. So later on he goes back to the woman, and he finds out that because earlier homegirl ugly DNA lady told him, you know, the DNA sample came from DC. So he finds out from the Office of Missing Children. So that's what he got the paperwork signed for. He goes back at the end of the episode, and the lady shows him the paperwork. She shows him that the baby was kidnapped. And it's a picture. We can't see who is in the picture. It's a brunette, or they got a hood on or something like that. Can't tell if it's Bonnie. It damn sure ain't no Annalise. So I don't know who this is, child. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to predict. I have no idea who this is. Who is the person who stole the baby? Where's the baby, child? Who is the baby? Where's the baby? I don't know. We see that, well, they also show us that Frank got Gabriel kicked out of his apartment because he slept with the girlfriend. Laurel got mad at him. I was like, Laura, psh, bye. Psh. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If I liked Laurel, I probably would care about him sleeping with somebody else when the baby was in the house. But I don't like Laurel. So you know what, girl? You use this man for penis and for babysitting duties and to do all your dirty work. And you, girl, ain't nobody, girl, goodbye. Good night. Okay? Good night. And what else? Bonnie got with homeboy. She got with Miller. She gave him a little piece. She had a dinner with Annalise at the end of the episode. And Annalise started getting on her again about, you know, Sam, you always want men you can't have. And she was like, no, that's not it. You know, I know that he likes me because if he saw what was in my file, he wouldn't want nothing to do with me. I was like, oh, Bonnie. Oh, that touched me. That really touched my spirit. I said, oh, Bonnie. It touched Annalise too because she reached out her hand. Their relationship is so weird. It's like a cross between, I'm jealous, I want you to be just for me, but it's more like a mother-daughter relation to me, but a warped-ass mother-daughter, right? Because it seemed like Annalise get jealous anytime Bonnie move on or try to find her a man. I don't know. What's the tea with that? At the end of the episode, Annalise do get reprimanded by her boss because he wants her to take this certain case that she don't want to take. It's like a psycho, you know, one of them flashy, splashy cases. She don't want to take it, but when he finds out that Laurel Castillo is working for them, he's pissed, and he like, you gonna tell me everything that's going on, and you gonna take this case, because this is sinking shit, bitch, and we need some money, so go out here and make us some money. So we're gonna be seeing probably that splashy case next week. Another thing that happened is that Tegan, listen, Tegan do not be here for the bullshit. Tegan do not have time for no type of drama, okay? She didn't met fool with Laurel. She came up in there and went off on Annalise about Laurel working there. Laurel came and tried to apologize. She was like, don't you ever speak to me again. Don't you ever speak to me again in your rabbit ass life, bitch, ever, okay? Don't talk to me, bitch. Don't look at me. Don't even think about me, hoe, okay? I'm bye, bitch. Don't say nothing to me. Later on in the episode, homeboy called her in and is like, Laurel told me she know who spilled the tea. And so we thinking that Laurel gonna rat on her because Laurel is Laurel, right? But she doesn't. She says that her mama spilled the tea. And so she kind of throw her mama under the bus, and Tika helps her get the baby in daycare. Another storyline was Asher. Asher tries to get a job at the DA. First, he's trying to use his connections and shit to get the job, and then you know Bonnie is like, "No, nigga, no, don't be entitled millennial. Get the job yourself." So he sneaks a copy of his Miller's speech, and right before he's going to do the speech, he's like, "Listen, you ain't gonna get the job because Denver conviction rate was trash. He was trash, and if you align yourself with him, you're not gonna get it. You need to be strong. You need to be, you know, X and Y and Z." He gives him the good advice, and so he hooks the job. I was happy for Asher, but I feel like this is going to lead to a bad thing. Number one, because Asher is a reactionary type of person. He do shit without thinking about it. He's a blabbermouth. He say stuff like it's just not good for him to be on the other side. But I do understand brother got to get a job. You know what I'm saying? He got to work and he ain't in the class no more. So it is what it is. Oliver asked Michaela to be his other best man. You know, they kind of let their issues go for the moment. And I think that's it for this episode, y'all. So I know it wasn't super thorough, but like I said, I'm very, very busy. And How to Get Away with Murder, taking notes is just like time consuming. I watched the episode like 3 times so I can give y'all the best review I had for you, okay? So let me know what you think in the comments about this episode. I'm excited to see next week. I won't be able to see it on Thursday because more than likely I'm coming home and going to sleep, okay? So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and I will holler at y'all next week. Peace.